Yeah. Oh, they said they can't hear you.
I can't hear
The
me.
audience can't really hear you.
Aw, can you hear me now?
Her voice really soft, y'all.
Wait.
Don't let her
Bass?
fool you.
Right, that's what I was gonna say. Hey, now she gotta be
Hey,
missing.
look,
Get
for y'all who
missing
don't
because
know,
right.
Brad and Taisha are neighbors with the fruit lady. So this is some hilarious shit right now.
Right.
This like Cheers.
You know what I mean? They calling me other names and stuff like, who is that?
Other names.
Actual name?
Hashtag the fruit lady.
I'm just still waiting on my fruit, but okay.
Your first name hashtag?
So have you gotten, since you've been showcasing your talents, have you been getting like a lot of bookings for chefs or?
You know what? I'm actually, look, can they hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. I actually am already booking all the way out to December.
Wow.
So,
Already.
That's what's up. Really.
yeah.
Damn, I need to learn how to cut.
I'll be starting classes soon.
I want to know if I could get in. I need to get a display.
My wrist, all right.
I got 5 watermelons on standby.
5 watermelons. That nigga went to Georgia and got some seedless.
The
Man.
yellow ones.
Isn't that crazy?
They got grapes in it already. They do.
It's already weekend?
No, it just got grapes in it. That's how I grow it out there.
Excuse me.
Oh my goodness.
But that was funny as fuck.
Okay.
No, but your secret sauce that you go in your fruit.
Sauce.
Yes, that's the secret sauce
The
right
secret
there.
dip.
Like, what is it? What's in it?
The secret.
Just tell me one thing.
She can't tell it.
Just one.
I can't.
Sauce.
Right.
You know what?
Sauce.
Hey, as a person that cook, I
It's
respect
that
that.
sauce.
No,
sauce.
yeah.
I got
Yeah.
some secrets too.
Secrets.
OG over there just ain't saying
Look,
nothing.
I done dipped off.
You get to the sauce.
I was showing the people, you know what I'm saying, what was over here too, how she got this display.
Yeah, if y'all don't know,
Pan your camera
right,
over here,
it's-
Miss K. Look
it's
at this.
very, very good.
It got
And
live
she
with Miss
carves
K.
everything.
The OG
Look at that.
It's fire.
Look at
It's
that.
so fire.
It really, really is.
Miss
It's
K.
fire.
It is.
It's a
Yeah, look, it's a
The
radio.
top is a
The
turntable.
turntable. Look, that look just like mine.
That's that secret sauce I was
dope.
telling you all about right there,
That's
man.
dope.
Y'all need to get some of that. Make
That's
sure
dope.
y'all book her for y'all next event.
Hey, look,
She come
you
next
want
to
to
kids'
sell out?
schools and
Right.
everything.
Listen, you want to sell out with this dip? It got weed in it. Hey,
Some CBD oil.
they'll bust that dough down. Where's that?
THC dip.
Give it to me now.
Look, that's not the
No,
album.
they probably listen.
With some
Cute,
CBD
what's
oil
that?
in it.
They like,
Right.
no, don't be playing like
What's good,
that.
though?
That CBD
Hey, though,
oil
I
is
seen
good
Luke
for you.
today.
Oh my God.
Okay.
I can't help it.
Clearly.
Okay.
So is watermelon your favorite fruit to cook with, Brad? Stop.
I like
wrong
this.
with him, I swear.
I like this.
You like
How long
That's
would
how
it
you
take
know
to do
some
something
shit good.
like
He
this?
sound like he took a pause.
Right.
He took a pause.
Said how
He
long
was
it-
like, wait a minute. I like this.
What's good, Q?
We got
I
some
like
milk. Y'all
this.
want to try some of this, man?
Yeah, come on over here and try this fruit.
Let's get
With
some
this
reviews.
dip.
We got
Reviews,
cups
some
and
more
stuff.
reviews.
You gonna want your girl to put this shit on you.
They got a spoon, keep it in there. I
Get
think
some
these
fruit.
is holding it up, so. Yeah.
Hey,
We're going to get an introduction.
this like
I
who
wanna
made
know
the
who all
potato
down
salad.
here, man.
You want some potato salad?
We might need to be interviewing y'all.
For real, man. Like,
That shit fire.
I was suspicious, but you know.
Don't be.
Hollywood, where you at? Talking about this dip good as hell.
It definitely is.
Where you at?
Where you at? You done dipped off.
Right.
But
He be having business to take care of.
are you doing a lot of traveling this year?
You know what? I'm really thinking about going on a fruit tour.
That'll be dope.
You
You
know,
said where?
pop-up shops in other states because I've actually had some of my requests be in other states actually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good. I think you should do that.
Work.
Hell
That'll
yeah.
be super
You
dope.
need to be somewhere big.
Yeah.
Like in Atlanta
Vegas.
or Texas
Man.
or Cali or something like that, where it's just endless. You have to hire people. You know what I mean?
Right.
Get a building and shit.
Then you can get the fruit off the tree.
So okay.
Dog almost choked.
Street fruit.
Right.
Endless
Street
supply.
fruit.
You know what?
Buy some land with the shit on it. Hell yeah.
Far.
Look, shit. We already 5 years in the future
sorry,
now and
you know?
shit.
Just in case y'all was wondering, we're eating. That's why we like pausing.
Yeah.
It's all good. This is very unprofessional.
It's very needed because this shit is awesome.
No, but as far as what you've been doing here, you say you booked up.
Yeah.
You got some major things coming up, like for major people. You ain't got to tell us or nothing, because I you
A
know
few. It's
That's
a couple
good,
of
that's
little,
good.
You know,
that's
a little
good.
something.
So it's spreading. You got a website?
Yes, I do. It's actually www.ircreativefruits.com.
Okay.
You can either email me at creativefruits@gmail.com and on Facebook and all that good stuff.
That's what's
Y'all
up.
make sure y'all
Make sure y'all
contact the
subscribe to
lady.
my YouTube channel.
So my thing is, since I have you here,
Yes.
it's only right.
Okay.
I don't know where Hollywood at, but would you be willing to host some fruit at the next car show?
Oh. Some cars up.
Mm-hmm.
Cars and fruit?
Oh my goodness. You know how many ideas just popped in my head right now to car for a car show?
Yeah.
That's like endless.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Most definitely, we got to do that collaboration. That's gonna be
We're going to
dope.
make it work.
Yes, that's gonna be dope.
See, this what happens when you come on the Daddy Show.
You
We
know?
network, we link,
That's
and
what's
we
up.
grind with a purpose.
Right.
I owe you some corned beef. You eat corned beef, right?
I do. You still on
I owe you.
Yeah.
I got
And I
you.
have my mom set on that corned beef too.
Look, they didn't have them. And I was like, once I go home, it took me everything. You know, I stood outside my car like, man, should I drive up? I'm like, I don't want to drive up. No, I ain't gonna get up. Nah, like, I drove out there. Shit. And I tried. Because I said, I'm going to get this corned beef. They probably thought I was trying to steal something. 'Cause that's how long I was in there looking right. Looking. They like, man, this nigga trying to steal something. Nah,
Corned beef.
he gonna have meat all in it. You know what I'm saying?
People actually be doing that shit. Stuff
Right.
in their egg and shit.
Stuffing meat. Did y'all see that picture on the internet when dude had the stroller hooked up like it was a baby in it? It was full of food and stuff. Looked just like a baby.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Anyway,
I
yeah.
thank you for coming.
Yeah.
And we finna eat some more fruit.
I know, because it is some over there.
And I hope you stick around and take some pictures with us.
I will. Thanks for
I
having
thank
me
you so
again. I love
much.
y'all.
I like that fruit.
You like the fruit?
Mm-hmm.
I know I'm
The
old
dip.
though. When I was here before, I didn't even bring those, so I made up for it today.
Right.
You know.
You so did. I'm smacking. Carrying on. Yeah.
Look, who up?
The
Brad,
man.
facts.
He got.
Facts.
Hey.
I just noticed that shirt.
Man, one of my
They was tripping when I said she was crazy.
man, one of my
They was tripping. I'm like, y'all know she crazy.
crazy. Tell it to.
That's what happens though.
That's exactly what.
You know what I mean? All that craziness. Every all the artists we done heard about from Miles Davis. Have y'all seen the Miles Davis movie with Don Cheadle?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I do not know he was doing cocaine and stuff. He was
Yeah.
wild. Shooting
Yeah,
guns,
right.
doing coke. He was wild with
What's
it.
up, dude?
I was shocked. But
Shout
it's
out
all that
to,
talent.
Conversation piece for my bracelet, and shout out to Tom Milfigure in the building.
That's
And-
from.
Let me get a mic.
What up?
Mm-hmm.
What up, Brad?
MB, what's the
The facts of life.
Facts of life.
What it do?
What up, though?
Man, nothing, chilling. Good, feeling good.
You want me both?
I know that's right.
Definitely.
Shit. So, tell us about the feedback you've been getting. First of all, tell those who don't know who you are, what you do, and your album. You call it a mixtape. I call it an album.
Album.
That you have right now.
The Facts of Life. I'm Brad Facts, first of all. The project is The Facts of Life. I've been getting a lot of great feedback. Honestly, I expected it. You know what I mean? But you just never know.
Close to it or something.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's been a long time coming. It took a while to write it, only because everything that I went through that caused this to become what it is.
Right.
But yeah, it's called The Facts of Life, and it's called The Facts of Life because that's exactly what it is. It's based on my life pretty much, and I felt like when you speak on real life, you can't really run out of material. So
That's true.
that's exactly what it is. But I mean, before I go any further, I want to introduce my cousin back here, Mr. MB.
What up, MB?
That's who shot
How
the
you
last
doing?
video I did, My Truth. That's also who's featured on the song Smiling on The Facts of Life.
Nice to meet you.
My guys back here, Echo,
Echo, what it
Dominic
do?
Q, Matt.
We gotta get high
Dominic.
later.
Yeah, definitely. That's who is featured on the song Biscuit on The Facts of Life.
That's dope.
Yeah, so.
Hey,
Good to meet these cats.
hell no.
Yeah, man.
You got off
That's
on
them.
that shit.
Did they?
I had the first
What?
one, skipped the second one.
Yeah, they like.
They did
Okay,
the
I'm
damn
gonna just be
thing.
100. Y'all sounded black. Like,
Look.
what the fuck? I was expecting a black dude. Oh my god. You got the fuck off on that
Oh my
shit.
God, man.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Thank y'all for coming.
Yeah,
That's super
thanks
dope
for
to
having
have
us.
y'all here. We gotta
Yeah,
smoke
my
one
dude.
later. I got some shit to
Hey,
cover.
look, that's funny. Right
Well.
quick, when I went to the Fresh Fest when I was a kid with Run DMC and all them, hadn't nobody never seen the Beastie Boys here,
right.
and they was rapping, and I'm like, who is these white dudes rapping the Beastie Boys shit?
Right.
You know, like, what the fuck is going on? It was them, like.
Yeah, but I met them at the Miramar Theater almost a year ago. We kind of had some technical difficulties up there, with the audio, and at the time, Drake and Pusha T was going through their feud. Oh yeah, by the way, this is Taisha. This is who's on
Hey, Taisha.
Courage Under Fire and Terrell and
Courage
Trav.
under fire.
Hey, you know I be in the car like,
I met them. I was talking to the audience, and I was asking questions about who they believed won the feud between or the rap beef between Pusha T and Drake. And I don't know who it was. Which one of y'all said? You? Yeah, Dom said. I think he said Pusha bodied him. I felt the same way though.
Yeah, he
You know what I'm
did.
saying? With the story I didn't know. So then after the show, we met. You know what I'm saying? We
We ain't
exchanged
gonna have no Drake bash.
numbers. No. I love Drake.
look at OG. Fuck that.
No, but it was,
I'm just kidding. Go ahead, go.
But no, we met like that, and then I'm like, well, we got to get together. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times when people say that, they don't really mean it.
Right.
It's just for the moment.
Right.
But I always mean what I say because for so many years people told me stuff that they didn't really mean. So I make it my business to say stuff that I mean and do anything I say. So, but they sent me the song. I said, yeah, this shit dope. And I was listening to it as a fan, not as a person who could have been a potential feature. I said, this shit dope. You know what I'm saying? And then finally I sat back and I wrote my verse to it. And I said, damn, I hope they like it. For real.
Fucking spaz,
I'm
bro.
dead serious. So I said,
Man,
exactly.
he is fast.
He
He
did.
closed out that shit
Like,
cold as fuck.
I was kind of
Oh my god. But y'all all bodied that
Yeah,
song though.
man.
Like individually, lyrically, all of y'all got off. Like that shit was awesome. I'm sorry, I'm a real hip hop head.
Right.
So it's like when I heard that shit, I'm like, yo,
The
what
line
the
that
fuck?
got me, that made me want to really be a part of that was when he said, make you want to go and cop two Grillos, Arizona, and the light of shit. I said, damn, I remember going to the
Right.
store,
And getting the
getting
motherfucking
Arizona,
yeah.
some cigarillos and a lighter, because people used to always steal my shit.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
And Cinderella was popping back then.
Right.
Big facts.
I said, damn, I want to be a part of this for real. But it definitely came together like I wanted it to. And I mean, the project, I think it's a great project. You know, considering I exposed myself pretty much.
Yeah, it's a super dope project to me. You know, I called it an album. Like when I sat and I heard it, I just was sitting there. I'm like, yo, I listened. I didn't move. I stopped driving. I'm just sitting there listening. Like, yo, this is a great body of work. And it's rare that you hear an independent artist, you know, with, you know, hardly no push, no fan base,
Right.
coming out telling their story and making you see what they talking about and making you feel it. Like that to me is like priceless.
I appreciate
You
it.
know, it's classic in my book.
Thank you for that.
That's
I
cold,
appreciate that.
bro.
Yeah.
Straight up.
I appreciate it. I mean, I grew up envisioning putting the project together. I remember, I'm gonna tell you this, I remember you when the MT Twins project came out, I think last year or in 2017. And I remember you sitting in the car, and you was live, and you was listening to it, and you was vibing. I'm like, damn, I want Miss K to vibe with my shit like that. I'm being real with you, for real. I mean, even though I knew it was real introspective, it was real personal, and I just felt like somebody going through something similar.
Right.
So I felt like I couldn't go wrong with talking about anything that I went through. You know what I'm saying? So I said, I'm going to just give them me. And my uncle used to always tell me, man, just do you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And last year, after I came home in 2016. Well, I did 12 years. And I came home in 2016. And I was kind of struggling with the music because I was absorbing what was hot.
Right.
And then you know, when I was going to the studio, it would unconsciously come out like I was absorbing what was hot. When I'm not really a part of that. I mean, I'm a part of the culture, but I'm not a part of that style of it. So I said, I went and talked to my uncle, and I'm like, man, niggas ain't feeling me. You know what I'm saying? He like, dog, listen, man, you gotta just do you. He like, man, fuck what they talking about, fuck what everything else, just do you and just be true to you. And that's where the inspiration for My Truth came from. And I sat back, I said, man. And my uncle I'm talking about, he was actually up north with me. He was locked up with me. We kind of became friends on a different level besides just uncle and nephew.
Mm.
And so I sat back, I said, man, I think the best thing that I can do is just give them me, whether they like it or not, it's going to be delivered that way.
Right.
And it just so happened that the collaborations with my cousin, Mr. NB, and Echo and Q back there, they just, you know, they kind of complimented everything that I was trying to deliver. And I think I did wrong with the dude shot that video, like video for My Truth.
Right.
Like, I don't think
that shit was well. Hey, that was well thought of too, because the concept of it went right with the song.
Yeah.
You know, just what made you when you heard the song that instantly popped in your head, like that idea for that video?
No, when you doing videos like that, you really never know what you finna get into until it actually happens. So he had his own idea, but that didn't seem to work out that way. So when we got on the set of it, I like to utilize everything around me. You know, whether it be the people or whether it be the little things laying on the ground. You know what I mean? So that whole little video, it was crazy how it came together. It ended up turning out good. Everybody ended up liking it, but that wasn't like the way it was. You know,
right,
that
wasn't the original idea. Yeah.
Right.
So with that being said, we just blessed and happy that it came out the way it did.
Yeah. Are you proud of like the feedback that the song and the video has been getting?
I'm proud for him about the feedback that the song is getting because it's his music. You know what I mean? I'm happy to be a part of it though, if anything. But yeah, of course I'm happy for it. I'm happy for him. I'm happy for everything that we got going on.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Look, when I came home, right, and I first heard the music that Cuz was making, I was like, damn, this what I'm up against? You know, I'm like, for real. Not in a competitive way, as in big eyes and little U's, but I was just like, damn, this is what I got to, like, this is what we're compared it to, you know what I'm saying? And I'm such a student of culture and of hip-hop and such a fan of it that I never want to get too arrogant. I never want to get too big-headed. So I listen to other people, not to compare myself, but to just say, okay, I'm good with just being in my lane. But when I heard Dog, I'm like, man, this nigga here, man, like what the fuck? So I went in the room. Like the first song, the first verse I recorded when I got out was by his out. and it was okay. You know, before I realized that it was a difference between just writing raps versus going into the studio and creating a song. With ad-libs and cadence and everything else. So I watched him and I watched, shout out to my homeboy, Lil 100 Million, Hundo. I watched Looney, I sat in the studio with him and Dada and everybody, and I was just absorbing what was going on.
Some dope artists too.
Yeah, definitely.
Shout out to them.
Yeah, and actually Looney and Dada was in the studio with me when I recorded My Truth. And they was like, no, what the fuck, man?
Man, you
They
spaz.
was like, what? I'm
Like, you can feel that song, like, you know, like, if it was you, it strikes something in you. You know what I'm saying? If you know what I mean, like, if you a music head like I am.
Not to cut you off, but if you don't feel it like that, then
Yeah,
it ain't real music.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
Right.
That's why I'm like,
Yeah.
man, you felt that shit. Like, when I heard it, I had to hear it again. Like, wait a minute, what the fuck?
appreciate you.
Like, he got off. Yeah, so much respect to you for dropping that and giving us that masterpiece.
Oh, man.
The song I want to talk about, because I know you was in prison for those years, and then number 6, I forget the name of it, forgive me.
Candor.
But
The one with Chuck on there.
Yeah.
Shout out to Chuck, too.
Shout out to Chuck.
Shout out to Chuck.
Much respect to you, baby. Seeing that political issue and just putting that on paper and putting it on wax like that, like, what made you speak about what you were seeing like that?
I read a quote by Maya Angelou years ago. She said, easy reading is hard writing. And I kind of applied that like I apply everything to me. Where I said, I kind of modified it by saying, easy listening is hard writing. Candor was more or less about what I was going through while I was in there. Because truth be told, niggas wasn't fucking with me. You know what I'm saying? My mama was the one that was in my corner, like she always been. But even her being in my corner, she used certain methods to cope with what I was going through, because her being there, she was going through it as well. And it just so happened, she started drinking to cope with it. And once my situation ended, hers continued.
Right.
And that's where the line, her habit, or her coping mechanism became a full-blown habit. And I was like, I gotta talk about this. Because I know I'm not the only one that's going through it. And I remember talking to guys that was dealing with the same thing. And truth be told, growing up, my mama never had no drugs and no drinking problem. It was my father was going through his cocaine addiction. He was a victim of crack addiction.
Yeah, and I hear you speak about that too on that song.
So I kind of felt like I was above people, truth be told. Like, my mama ain't going through that. But then when I went to jail and she started going through that, it's like it kind of brought me back down to earth. I was like, damn, like, I'm not exempt from that either. So I started writing about it. And she hated it. Like, she didn't even like that song.
Really?
Yeah, she don't, because she felt like I talked about it. It's like, no, I don't want you to broadcast. It's not really broadcast. It's really just speaking my truth. And talking about what I went through. My brother don't like it either. My brother got into it behind that.
Wow.
Because I said he don't like me, I don't fuck with him. I think about my house. The nigga took 6 years to come and see me. How would you feel?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I did 12. It took him half that time to come and see me. So,
Yeah.
But the inspiration for that song was more or less me venting and trying to wheel myself through that situation. Because I didn't write it when I was locked up. There's only 3 songs on that I wrote when I was locked up, which is Courage Under Fire, Go, and Hustler's Ideology.
That's not shit.
But everything else was like, it was just words kept coming to me. I was in the studio with him. I'm talking to him, and everything he would say, or songs he would record, I was like, this nigga hot, man, like, for real. And I was just inspired. You know what I'm saying? And then when I saw them at the Miramar, I'm like, man, I'm not the hottest motherfucker around. This is how I'm feeling. You know what I'm saying? Like, these dudes, like, they impressed me. And
Very much so.
My standard is so high for music. I'm like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just honored. You know what I mean? To have the features on the project that I do with Nia Taisha. She was already doing music before I came home. And I'm like, I gotta just make some type of collaboration. Courage Under Fire had no singing on it. Then me and Taisha got together. I said, listen, I think you would be perfect on this one song.
Yeah.
And that's how that came about.
Yeah, and you blew it most definitely. I didn't even know that was you singing, because I just pop the CD and like go. I read the number. I go by numbers.
Right,
Song number 1, that's my song. Number 10.
Yeah, that's what I used to do. Yeah.
But you know what? It took me meeting Brandon to push forward with my singing.
My name is Brandon, by the way.
Hey, I was going to say, who was Brandon?
Just Brad Facts, okay? Brad Facts. It took me meeting him to bring me back to life, because I took a break on that. After you had kids and all that, you like have to put certain stuff to the side to take care of your family. But when I seen how he was going in, I mean, it been like he'd listen to a beat and he'd be up all night writing and get up and he'd be like, check this out, T. I'd be like, damn, where that come from? Did you get some sleep? That's dope. Then he'd be like, I got a hook for you. Sing this. How you write me up? You know what I'm saying? He didn't give me no Jamie. I mean, the boy is lyrically a beast. You know what I'm saying? And by him pushing forward like that, I'm like, well, you know what? He done did his mixtape. Now it's time for me to do mine. Because now he encouraged me to do mine. So this year, I'm going for my award this year. You know
I know that's right. Get it in. Another couple
right
doing their thing.
Here, man. You stop stepping off camera. Look. This guy should have been one of the people that got the OMG award.
Most definitely.
And been performing. Because I don't think he understands really how much he inspired me. Just being, just being like he got 4 or 5 mixtapes and all of them fire.
Wow.
For real. And
I definitely got to get in tune.
I'm telling you, like, dog is the shit. I mean, like the diversity and the talent is ridiculous. If I go over there and we talk, we had like hour-long conversations before we go in the booth and record stuff. And that vibe right there helps build the relationship and also the creative relationship that we have. Like, there's so much other music that we got. Like, Smiling was just something we put on the project because we feel like we wanted to let people know this is what it is.
So, speaking of that, it just clicked in my head. The intro, like, that was a perfect intro. The Facts of Life, the old TV show. Like, what made you even like put that on there and go with that? Because I know you a visionary.
I was up one night, right? No exaggeration. I was up, and it was about 2007, 2008, or something like that. And I was up north. I'm locked up. I didn't know how much time I had left. I didn't know when I was coming home. You know what I'm saying? And I was just up. I couldn't sleep. I'm thinking like, damn, I don't know if I'm gonna keep writing these songs if anybody will hear them. None of that. And I'm figuring through. I think we had like 13 channels or something like that in Oscars. Man, I'm figuring through channels and stuff. Ain't nothing on TV. And I'm literally thinking to myself, damn, ain't nothing on TV to watch. And then I ran across The Facts of Life. I'm dead serious, and I'm like, I watched this. I didn't really remember the show.
Right.
I was a baby when the show was hot, when it was on the air.
I remember it.
So I remembered I liked Kim Fields, who was studio on the show. But I didn't really remember any episodes, so I said, damn. But then when I came home, my homeboy in Racine, shout out to Therese Vaughn. I sent him a song, and he said, man, they should call you The Truth because you spit nothing but facts. And I said, well, damn, Brad Truth. That don't really sound, that's not you finding enough. So I just added the facts. I capitalized the T to symbolize the truth because that's what I attempt to give every time. And I said, damn, the facts. So I kind of put the spin on The Facts of Life. I said, okay. And that's where that came from. But it was a real occurrence. It was about 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, and I was up. TMZ, I just went on for nothing else on. And that's what, like, the show really came on. So I kind of just reenacted that.
That's dope. Yeah. I like that. I like that story behind you picking the name of the album, too. And what the letter T mean in it, because I always wonder why it was capitalized.
Yeah, that's good.
Thank you for covering
that.
With you placing your mug shots as your cover, was that like a tough decision, or did it just come?
It really wasn't a tough decision because I had a track record of going back. You know what I mean? Like Like I would get out. I did 3.5 years from 97 to 2000. I was like 17, 18 when I came home, and I was young and I was wild. And I went back after 7 months of being out. And I went back for 13 months and got out. 4 months and went back for 12 months and got out. 5 months and went back for 12 years. So in total, I did 17 years and 3 months.
Right.
But straight, I did 12 years. So I was never one to shy away from what made me who I am. You know, whether it was my father's drug addiction, whether it was my brother leaving the house and going to Job Corps when I was a kid, and me pretty much being the only child, me and my mama being like this, and going to the movies every Sunday, everything, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like I'm not going to shy away from nothing that made me me. So I went to my PO, low key. I was like, hey, man, can you do me a favor? He said, what? Yeah. I said, man, can you print all my mug shots off for me? He said, yeah. He said, but the inkjet, he said, but the color printer ain't working. He said,
That made it
they're
even
black and
better.
white. I said, you know what? Bet. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I got him, and I wound up going back to jail for a day in 2017. Now, if you look at the picture, the big picture is the one from 2017. I was only in jail for about 13, 14 hours. I was hurt. If you look at the rest of them, it was just anger, it was frustration. It was, you know what I
You
mean?
can tell in your eyes. You can see the pain in your
Yeah,
eyes.
and the last one was like, damn, I thought this shit was over with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it goes from 18 to 34,
Right.
35 or something like that. And so it wasn't a hard decision because I felt like, man, if I can't be truthful with who I'm speaking to, then I don't want to be truthful at all.
Right.
And I gave my PO a copy. He said, man, this is what you did with these pictures? I said, yeah. And my brother was like, man, if I was you, I wouldn't do that. I said, why? I'm like, it ain't hurting nobody.
Right.
It's not disrespecting nobody. It's not making me looking bad. Like, this is public information, really. If you put
Exactly.
my name in, people can see these pictures.
Right.
He's like, I wouldn't do that. I'm like, what the fuck you trying to discourage me for?
Right.
But see, he had the same dream, though. I guess he didn't pursue it like I did. I was waiting. So I came back with a vengeance. I got a purpose. You know what I mean? So it wasn't a hard decision. And I got great feedback from it.
Yeah.
And I was like, man.
It matched the quality of the work that came with it. You know, so I'm like, it was just perfect. Like, I was super fucking excited. Like,
I was
it's
excited.
like,
You think you was
like, oh my
excited.
God,
I
I'm
was
like
excited.
a super fan. You know what I'm saying? Not
Thank
just
you, I
speaking
appreciate
from
you.
a business perspective. You know, because I love music. You know, I don't go a day without music, and to hear a body of work like that in such a long time, you normally hear shit like that from Jay-Z or
Right.
you know,
Oh,
some
man,
cats
that's
that's
great
already on. You know what I mean? So just to hear that and how you layered every track with the truth, and you can feel it's the truth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, thank you for that.
Oh, man, thank you for even listening to it. I mean, I just, you know what? I'm gonna tell you this, like in all honesty, I knew somebody was gonna listen. I didn't know who, but I knew somebody would. But I had no idea that it would resonate the way that it did. And I'd have met some real great people in the past year and a half. And that project came out 2-3 months ago. I'd have met some real great people since then. And some real talented, like my homeboy Rodney Poe. Shout out to Rodney Poe. He's a member of Blackstreet right now.
Right.
Yeah.
He hit me the other day like, man, we got to get together.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, all right.
Make
You know
that
what I'm
work.
saying? So I just feel like the truth will always keep you relevant. It always keep you
Facts.
current. Whether it's happy, whether it's sad or whatnot, I just feel like no matter what you do. My grandma used to always say, and this, it kind of became a cliche, but my grandma used to always say, if you tell the truth, you ain't got to remember nothing.
That's facts. That's really a old saying. Yeah, because I've heard my peers say that too. You know, and that's real. You speak the truth. You don't gotta remember nothing
Because it's his own alibi.
right. It's original. It's gonna come anyway. So yeah, that's what's up. So what you got up next for 2019?
Well, we gonna shoot some more videos off the Facts of Life. Me and Taisha got a joint project coming out. That's Nikki Nix, by the way, aka Nikki Nix.
Nikki Nix.
We got a joint project coming up, by the way. Hopefully, we gonna Me and Echo and Dom Q, we gonna do some more collaborations.
Yeah, man. Y'all gotta call me like real shit.
Definitely.
Fuck the air on air. Like y'all gotta call me so I can come to a session or something.
Right.
And kick back with y'all.
And then
y'all super dope and talented.
definitely, ain't they, man? Like,
Yeah.
man. And then me and Cuz got a lot of stuff in the works.
Oh my
Yeah, because I'm sleep on you.
Me and
That's some
Mr.
shit.
MB got a whole bunch of stuff
I can't wait to hear
in the
that.
works. He got a whole bunch of stuff like solo projects that he got to release this year. Then I got the Facts of Life 2 coming out sometime soon. I can't really get a date because
Do you feel like you should do more with the first Facts of Life before you drop the other one?
of course.
Yeah, so you
Of
gonna
course.
wait. So it's the Facts
Yeah.
of Life later this year, or
Yeah,
is it
it's-
next year?
It'll probably be around the same time last year, maybe like the end of this year or something like that. Because
Okay.
last year I dropped it around my birthday, and I think like every song on the Facts of Life, the first one,
Yeah.
is a statement. So
Mhm.
every song deserves a visual,
Yeah.
and we gonna get to that.
Man, I can name some. Man, listen, 'cause
What you thinking?
like, man, like your music just take you places, you know, and it gives you a vivid picture. You know, your music, like every song, it's a different picture of life.
Hey, and Hustler's Ideology, by the way,
Yeah,
that song is
that shit is hot.
November, maybe 08, something
Mhm.
like that. I wrote
Really?
That then.
That's
I
when you
wrote
wrote that?
08, yeah. And
That's dope.
I'm gonna tell you, it's my homework Carter, right? Carter got a whole bunch of time on North right now. But it was this guy named Precious Ward. I don't know if anybody know Precious. Precious was a guy I really looked up to when I was growing up. He was so fucking cold on the rap side that I really couldn't believe that he was from Milwaukee. Like, this nigga is ridiculous.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? And I said, dog, I'm gonna keep writing until the motherfucker tell me I'm as good as Precious. This is what I was thinking.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? For real.
Right.
And then after I wrote Hustler's Ideology, I hit the yard. We was up north and I kicked the song. And Carter was like, dog, listen, my nigga. He said, man, it's like 3 people, dog, in my top 5 that's hot as a bitch. He said, you, Precious, and he said somebody else. But that's all I heard, though.
Mhm.
I said, damn.
What, to
Like-
be in
like
somebody's
that
top
was-
5, right?
That right there, to speak my name in the same breath as Precious, it, as far as rap is concerned, was phenomenal to me because I was 14, 15 when I met him. I think Pete was about 19, maybe 20. So his perspective on life is different than mine because I was a 9th grader, obviously.
Right.
But, yeah, that song is 10, going to 11 years old. But like I say, the truth will always keep you current.
Yeah, it
So, you know, you can't lose when you present it in that fashion.
That's true. And shit, I'm
All
ready
right,
to go
look.
listen to it now. 'Cause,
Right. Bo want to hear the song that y'all was talking about, so we gonna get
So,
into that and get some pictures and shit.
Right.
We
So
gotta
let
get out of
everybody
here.
know where they can hit you, where they can find you to get the album. And we're gonna take some pictures and we're gonna listen to some music.
I'm Facebook, Brad Facts, Twitter, all Facts 23, IG, Brad Facts. Everything is Brad Facts.
Brad Facts.
Snapchat, all.
With a Z, not a S.
So, you know, we good. But, yeah, the Facts, it's on SoundCloud as well. Yeah, I'm just trying to make my mark. I want to dispel the myth that Milwaukee rappers lack substance. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm from Milwaukee. I was raised here. I wasn't born here. But characteristically, I was created here.
Right.
My personality was grown here. And I don't think people understand the advantage that we have being in the middle. You know, having the West be where it is on the left and having the East be where it is and having down South be where it is. I don't think people understand the advantage because you can take from each region and just create your own style.
True.
You know what I'm saying? And just go from there. And I think a lot of cats look at other people and say, that's high. That's working for him. I'm going to try that.
Right.
That's bullshit.
That's what everybody doing. That's what they doing too.
Checking
Looking
out.
at what another nigga doing and saying they could do it better or
Yeah.
So I'm like,
It's
doing
a
it just
lot
like
of
them.
that, man. A whole lot of that.
And then they doing it just like you.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, I love hip hop, like an unspeakable amount. Like I really do.
Right.
But I don't listen to it a lot because I think what made me a great artist is, and you know, at the risk of sounding arrogant, but what made me a great artist is listening to other genres of music. Because the stories are similar, but it's delivered differently.
Yep.
So I figured like, okay, I listen to Ray LaMontagne and James Bay and a lot of other people.
Right.
Because I don't want somebody else's style or somebody else's sound to seep into my psyche, and I deliver something the way that they do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, Brad sound like such and such.
Yeah.
Whatever. But
I had a homeboy like that. He sound like whoever hot.
yeah,
At the moment. Whoever
Let's
hot,
move
that's what
this
he
way.
rapping like.
it is, right? That's crazy.
I
Yeah,
don't
but
even
yeah,
know
I
if he got a style. You
I,
know what
I
I'm
really
saying?
just want to represent me as a whole. I want to represent the town in a great light. Because I'm not going to lie, I've been to a lot of places in the world. I grew up an Army brat, so I've been to a lot of different states.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And the reputation in Milwaukee ain't always what I would like for it to be when I go out of town.
No.
They talk about Jeffrey Dahmer and shit.
Man, farms and motherfucking
I
cows.
ain't eating no motherfucker. What you talking about? It was, you know what I'm saying? But
Right.
I mean, even with the story with with me talking about my cousin Prince, they be like, "Oh man, them niggas up there telling." A few of them are, but they doing the same thing around the country.
Right.
So,
If you let people that never been outside Milwaukee tell it, everything only happened here.
right. I think
Niggas only get shot at the stove in Milwaukee.
only in Milwaukee.
And it-
Yeah, I hate
This
that.
shit
Only in
happening
Milwaukee.
everywhere, way worse.
Man, get outside your neighborhood.
Only in
Shit.
Milwaukee.
It's worse shit happening. You ever
Yeah,
been
man.
down in Florida and shit?
Yeah,
Look
they
at they
like
news.
niggas outside.
This worse shit happening. You lucky. This
They
little
know
light
you're out
ass
of
shit.
town, it's over for you.
You can't
Then we
survive with
right
this
back.
light shit.
That's
I was
facts.
in New Orleans, got here for the SNL.
Oh, New Orleans. That's enough, man. They had to flood them niggas out of there.
Man,
They had to get rid of them niggas. Dog. They was
Don't
like,
forget Vegas.
hey,
We went to Vegas.
right.
no,
was in Vegas.
and that too. But listen, right before you say that, and this why they did it, and it was true because everywhere they went around the country, drama and bullshit happened.
yeah, definitely.
Everywhere they went, them niggas was wild. They didn't care. They was when the shit flooded, they was still down there raping and shit.
Yeah.
Hey, you know,
What
speaking
was
of
you
that, when I
raping,
got out,
man?
right, I
And
seen-
Katrina and shit.
Yeah.
Right, raping and shit.
Women are
Killing
raping
people and
motherfuckers. You
shit.
dirty
Shit
bitch.
broke my heart, man.
Yeah, that broke, man. They was
Yeah.
raping, like,
I
oh,
watched
raping,
that for a week straight.
loot,
Cried.
but raping.
That
I
shit was
did
horrible.
because
Man.
I looked at, I mean, I'm gonna be real with you. Looking at, I followed September 11th, and rest in peace to everybody who lost their lives and closest to the families.
Right.
I looked at September 11th, and I was like, damn. Then when I seen Hurricane Katrina, it touched something in me. I was like, they on top of houses,
Man.
spelling help out with clothes, and it's like, damn. For some reason, Hurricane Katrina it struck a greater chord in me than what September 11 did.
Right.
Because so many faces look like my own.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I was like, wow, and I knew people that was down there.
My aunt died in September 11th in the Pentagon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
See, yeah, like it's like,
She looked like me.
that's crazy, man.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
It was black
I
people
remember
died.
Yeah, I know.
You
I
know
know.
what
I'm
I'm
just saying,
saying?
like,
It was yesterday.
how they broadcasted the
But
two
right,
tragedies.
the new it looked
was
different.
different.
Yeah,
It was.
of course, because
It
of where it
was.
was. You're right. You're right.
And that's what, I mean, you would have to have been a news junkie or some type of person that just loves information to really dig and look behind the scenes to see what it was.
Right.
It was just heartbreaking though. But I walked through New Orleans.
It was.
though. I took a couple walks when I was down at the Exeter News Festival. Just took in the architecture and just the culture. And I was like, dang, this is crazy. Like I'm seeing these plantations, stuff I only seen on TV.
Mm-hmm. It's
I'm
real.
like,
You
damn.
know where
They
else
making
like
money
that?
off them plantations
Hey,
now.
definitely.
man.
Oh, they
Look,
got them in
you know where else like that? South Carolina.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you know they was
There too.
yeah, Alabama. I was there too. South Carolina, Charleston. You could take tours.
Yeah.
You can tour all the big houses,
see,
and they
that's
got
what I
the
mean.
museum
Like
and
when
shit.
you're looking at the world like that, even with Haiti over there in Port-au-Prince, it's not the same as it was before.
Nope.
Right.
For the earthquake hit in 2010,
Right.
Hurricane Katrina. I mean, New Orleans ain't the same before the hurricane hit in 2005.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like these Flint still ain't got clean water.
And they invested millions
They ain't
in that
talking
shit.
about none of this.
Right.
Like, I mean, why?
Where
Like,
did it go?
I'm talking, we
Yeah, for me,
easily
it's a person.
deflected. We it's
exactly.
we the somebody could shake something over here and
And we
you know,
gonna-
we right over
Yeah.
there like what's
Yeah.
that? You know what I'm saying?
Same
Forget all
thing
this
with the R.
important
Kelly
shit.
Situation. They
Man.
talking about that shit while the government been closed for 20 days.
And that's
It's
and that
people that
been
ain't fed their
that's
kids.
precedent.
Right.
R.
It is.
Kelly, they waking up talking about R. Kelly. All
Hey,
right,
but you know
first
what I noticed?
post.
They
yeah.
ain't made not one movie about Charlie Sheen fucking all the women with AIDS.
Nope.
They ain't made
Or Roman Polanski.
nothing.
Mhm.
But
He the worst
you know,
one to
that's a
me
different
because he won an
conversation.
Oscar. They gave him an award, Roman Polanski,
Yeah.
while he was on the run
14.
for sex with a minor, rape. He won an award, but Kevin Hart couldn't host because of some
Totally different.
tweets.
Yeah.
How that work? See, they ain't put nobody say this shit. I be thinking deep, like, hold on,
Right, all of that.
how he
I mean,
win an award, but
Hey,
fam, he
Trump
can rape
just told
somebody.
us to ask our
No.
daddies for some money.
But it's always something else to talk about. You see what I'm saying?
Man, you know
I
what?
can talk about everything, but it's always something other than what everybody else is talking about.
Right.
To talk about.
We got to go, y'all. I got to get to another job. We got to talking good. I wish
Yeah.
I wish I could stay. Cause now I done got in. We start talking about other things. You know what I'm
Political,
saying?
yeah. Brian
Like,
real
man.
political because I got to get him one-on-one. We got to do at least like a 2-3 hour interview.
We gonna
where
get it. We still
sit
got that
really
interview on the
talk-
table too, Miss K.
Facts.
And I want to talk about some other shit. I was sitting in the hospital. Man, I got to post that picture.
Oh yeah.
He was sitting up looking like the professor. I couldn't do nothing but listen.
He was definitely chopping it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's my
shout
man.
to Donovan Sherrod. He in the hospital right now.
Oh yeah, man! Shout out to that brother, man.
Meningitis or something.
Man, well, these young kids, y'all, whew,
Ooh, man,
they
these
fall. They
generations
worse
shit.
than the. You know what?
I wish I was old.
I-
Shit,
I-
I could have been
now
fucking
listen.
living off my pension.
you should be able to know what I'm talking about. I can remember once upon a time when I used to go to jail in the '90s and shit. When the med line came,
Yeah.
it was old people,
Yeah.
and there was a few of them. Now it ain't nothing but young motherfuckers, and it take an
Yeah.
hour and a half because the line is wrapped around the whole damn
Yeah.
unit.
Yeah.
20, they
Yeah.
18 and shit.
That's
20
why I
getting
got out
mad.
of healthcare. Like how a lot of
damn.
companies here run their businesses
Me
based
too.
off money.
Me too.
It really ain't based off care.
No.
And
They
and
give
that
you
shit
pills.
was fucking me up seeing them kids